see this prop, you'll notice my wife and I looking relatively bleary as we have walked through this search process, dazed, that God in his infinite wisdom and mercy would call us from the balmy suburbs of Philadelphia to here. And we both say that we are absolutely delighted, just delighted to be here. A very brief word. Please don't consider this an address. There has already been so many words spoken, both through the lyrics as well as the heart of that which has been bared, as it were, in this evening. But you see, Christmas is that time when Christians do bare their hearts. There are other occasions when we think more cerebrally about what it means to believe and wrestle through the tough questions of faith. There are other times when we act courageously and boldly in the face of challenge. But on this occasion, this Christmas, this is the time when we dare to enter into that space where we come and see a child veiled in flesh the Godhead see, Wesley wrote, where we're invited not to come boldly but quietly, to kneel in this rustic manger setting, and to open up our hearts even as God has opened up his heart to us, coming not in great power, not the head of an army, but rather in a poor infant, allowing us in this space to see his face and to know his love. They have said rightly, both David and Nancy, that this service is a gift, and it is all of that. But I want to say also that it is an invitation. You can go through the service and only consider it a kind of sentimental warming of the heart. And it certainly is that, and it's meant to be, because this is this time when we bare our hearts, where we think of children and where we know laughter, and we know something of the gentleness and the kindness of God. But in an invitation, it's asking you to move a little bit beyond the sentimental, through the cynical, into the real. Is it possible for you? Are you willing to allow the door of your heart to be opened? As Christians around us bare our hearts to God, are you willing also to allow your heart to be bared, even if it's only in a very small way, to allow the slightest of the doorway to be opened so that a little light begins to come in? Because, as the author of Silent Night says, radiant beams stream from his holy face. And even in a stable, it is an invitation for us to come and to know personally inside of us joy. Joy. Not merely cynical humor, but joy. Not merely sentimental longings, but solid, clear, courageous laughter at being found by God, at being known by him, and to know deep, deep within you that you are profoundly and deeply loved, and that God came from the very end of heaven to the very center of earth for you, for you. That you might walk away warmed by his presence, knowing that you are not alone, but that you are deeply loved, and that the more you open your heart to his love, the more you know his companionship, the more you let go of darkness, the more you enter into light, the more you sense within your own self the Word made flesh, God with you. So, my prayer my prayer is that you might see this night both as a gift and as an invitation, that you might also walk in the light of his glorious grace and love and sing these songs not merely as lovely historical relics, but as the life-giving testimony of your heart. Jesus, Lord at thy birth, Jesus, Lord in you. Thank you very, very much for coming. Amen.